Hello, students. This is Miss Mishu here. I hope all is going well. This is a screencast on the first part of your budget project. Now, I realize many of you are at different stages in this project, but this will serve as a decent review for you in terms of what you may have already accomplished. The objectives of this project include develop a plan for spending and saving, explore job and career options, compare sources of personal income and compensation, and analyze factors that affect net income. So, what is a budget? Okay, do you remember the definition of a budget? Okay, a budget is a plan, and it's a plan for your money. So, what do you do with your money? Save it or spend it. Okay, so it's the plan for saving and spending, and that plan is based on your income, which is money coming in, and your expenses, which is money going out. So you start out with gross income, which is your money coming in. And then, fortunately, there are many deductions, such as FICA, Medicare, federal income tax, state income tax, and health insurance as well. So FICA stands for Federal Insurance Contributions Act. It is Social Security, and we've talked about this in class. 6.2% is withdrawn for that. Medicare is health insurance for the retired. 1.45% is withdrawn for that. Then you have federal and state income tax. Amounts withdrawn for that depend upon your wages, your marital status, and the number of withholding allowances that you claim. This is the number of people you are financially responsible for. And then, if you are lucky, your employer will pay part of your health insurance and you'll pay your portion. So, when you start out with gross pay, you subtract all of these deductions and you'll end up with net pay. Okay, so that's my cat. This inevitably happens. That's Jacoby in the background, in case you heard that. Anyways, you should try to set aside 10% of your savings, and then you should spend, estimate your expenses. So those could be categorized as fixed, flexible, or periodic. Fixed expenses remain the same, like rent, car payments. Flexible will be variable, they'll change from month to month. And periodic occurs every so often, such as car registrations. So, this is the first part of your budget spreadsheet. We will start out with a low income. And again, the amount of money you earn obviously depends upon where you live, the career that you decide to pursue. But let's say we start out with $27,922. That's your annual pay, your pay per year. And that you are paid biweekly. Now, biweekly means every other week. So, how many weeks are there in a year? 52. So, 52 divided by 2 is 26. So, you get 26 paychecks per year. So, to determine your biweekly gross pay, you would have to take this number here, 27,922, and divide it by 26. But we're going to use a formula and make the computer do the work for us. So the formula for this cell, B3, is going to be equals B2 divided by 26. So what you're saying is, hey, take whatever is in cell B2, okay, B2, okay, that's the intersection of the column and the row, and divide it by 26. In cell B5, we will determine how much is withdrawn for Social Security. So you will take your biweekly gross pay and multiply it by 0.062. So the formula there is equals B3 multiplied by 0.062. Medicare is very similar to FICA, equals B3 multiplied by 0.0145. Federal and state income tax, you have to look up on the tables. So you would query, let me just show you the query here. Federal withholding tables 2019. It's also called publication 15. And we go right around page 50-ish. We're looking for single biweekly. So let's see. Single biweekly. And so what we're looking up is the biweekly gross pay for that. So we're looking up $1,073.92. Let's assume we're single and we claim one withholding allowance. Okay, so again, the amount was $1,073.92. It is at least $1,069, but less than $1,089. This is zero withholding allowance, and the $85 is the one withholding allowance. So that is the amount that will go in federal income tax. State income tax, you would do the same thing. You would query Maine withholding tables 2019, and you're looking up 1073, and it will be single biweekly. And then Maine's table is landscape. So it is a little more difficult. You have to tip your computer sideways to find the number. 1073. So we see that it will be $32 because you claim one withholding allowance. So we enter that number there. Health insurance will depend upon your policy, the number of people are on your plan, the type of plan you have, how much your employer may pay. So the $148.15 is just an estimation. Then we have total deductions. So your total deductions will be adding up everything from B5 to B10. So we use this formula, equal sum B5 colon B10. Colon means through. So that's a range of cells that are adjacent, that are side by side. So that will determine your total deductions. Your biweekly net pay is your gross pay minus your deductions. So that will be equals B3 minus B11. And then you will have at least 2 biweekly payments per month. There are 2 other months you'll get 1 extra, but we'll do worst case scenarios. So the formula here is equals B12 times 2. I'm running out of time, so I will complete this at a later time. Hopefully you learned something. Thank you for listening.